Hello, YouTube blade lovers. Welcome back. This old sword here, and no, I'm not doing magic tricks. The table is empty for a reason. I want to bring out, to start this review and kind of prepare you, a few of my favorite wharncliffs, starting with very nice budget-friendly CJRB Tala, which is just an amazing wharncliff for the money. CJRB is the budget line of Artisan. We won't spend too much time on that, but I'm going to leave it out there. And naturally, my Yojimbo 2. Another favorite wharncliff, and got some Allen Putnam grips on there. I believe it's Allen Putnam. And last and certainly not least, my wee Roxy 4, which I'd like to do a review on at some point by itself. So 3 of my favorite wharncliffs here. And this is a good size, a 4-inch. This CJRB towel is about a 3.5 inch or so. And then we've got the shortest one, a little over 3 inches for the Yojimbo 2. Now, for the showstopper. This is the Artisan Proponent. I've had this for a while, and I've been meaning to do a review on it, just for fun, if nothing else. It is a humongous wharncliff to dwarf all the others. And just for fun, let's start with the largest of the other wharncliffs, and let's put the Proponent next to it. This will give you the real difference in height, if not necessarily in length, because they're about the same length. But this is a monster wharncliff. We're going to get into some specs in a moment. Briefly, let's put the Yojimbo out next to it. Let's turn them around and give you the show side. This Proponent's been tucked in a drawer for months. Every now and then I bring it out and have fun with it. Look at the size difference there between the Yojimbo and the Proponent. You can do piggyback ride and look like a baby. So, as I said, I will do some independent reviews, separate reviews on some of these other wharncliffs. But let's take a look at the Proponent. Rather than start with length, I want to start with the stock thickness in millimeters. 5.2 millimeters. Come on. Really? Well, 4.8. How'd I do that? Probably got a taper in there somewhere. Well, I think I'll call it 5 millimeters. I think we can probably get a accurate reading here. We're going to call that 5. 5 millimeter blade thickness. Incredible. It is built like a tank, and it is a tank. The handle width, not thickness, but width, at the widest point. Let's do that in inches. 1.74 inches. 1.74 inches, almost 2 inches high. The blade, 1.79 inches high. Beautiful fuller down the middle there. Makes it look even more aggressive. A nice pocket clip. And what do we got for an overall length of this big bad boy? From its pointy point to the end, almost 9 inches, just a hair short. Let me back out a little bit. A big knife, we need more room. Come on. We're going to call it 9 inches. Close enough for my taste. 4-inch blade. Cutting edge 3 and almost a half, 3 3/8. So you got a significant sharpening choil there. Handle width, thickness rather. We got 0.63, chubby boy. And the weight's crazy. Let's see what we got for the weight. I get a lot of glare here, so let's see, right about there. We get a weight of 9.72 ounces, almost a 10-ounce knife. Coming up into well over a half-pound territory, 8 ounces being half a pound, right? So a massive knife, to say the least. Comes with something very interesting. This plug goes through the left side, makes a few turns, and now you have a fixed blade knife. You can press the liner lock, get a little bit of jiggle, but it is not going anywhere because the blade is blocked against the liner. I don't know how and when you'd use that, but it's a unique feature. I don't think I'd be able to get the knife out quickly, put that in place, and defend myself with it. So we'll say it's something that could be used as part of a working knife scenario. Dirk Pinkerton designed this, and there is a pricier version too in all titanium, up around the $200 mark or so. I'm not sure how much. This blade is in D2, and there you see that the design is by Dirk Pinkerton. You know, scads are jimping, big jimping. Those of you that like jimping, you'll be real comfortable with this knife. Big scallops. It's not small and aggressive. It's big and, I would say, useful. We have an open back design with 2 standoffs. Let's get a little focus there. We have a pocket clip, which is not really deep carry, but you may not want a deep carry with this size knife. We have scallops for fingers here rather than finger grooves, so that's kind of nice. Your hand rests in it very nicely, and let me tell you, because of the weight or whatever, the size or the width of this handle, in my hand, it feels very secure. It is a handful of knife, and I got about 1 inch sticking out on the end. You got Wee's logo there, or not Wee, you got Artisan's logo there. Sharpening choil, as I said, open back construction. You have both thumb studs and a flipper. D10's nice. Rockets right out there. I mean, it moves slow. I won't say rockets. It comes out. The bearing action on this is beautiful. Yeah, you can feel it on the thumb stud. You can just decide to roll it out with a thumb stud if you want. Nice detail around the pivot there with that copper looking surround. We've got, rather than a Torx, we have a slotted pivot. No lanyard hole, or do we? Well, that's interesting. You got a lanyard hole, but you're going to cut your lanyard if you put it through there. You know what? It's really not a lanyard hole. We've got two openings for your pocket clip screws there. Both are taken up when the pocket clip is in place. So that's your spare hole, is for the other screw for the left-hand carry for this large knife, set up for right-hand carry there. As I say, we've got two standoffs. We've got a tubular connection in the back for the pocket clip screws. Massive double thumb stud, very usable. We got a recessed liner, very easy to get to it. I mean, it's a beautiful design. So I will say, if you want a showstopper, you want a knife that is actually fidget friendly for its size and its weight, and something that'll pop people's eyes out for about 60, 65 bucks when I picked this up. It's amazing. It's extremely well made. It's got all the qualities of a $200 knife, honestly. Gray G10, I love. It's like a blue-gray. One of my favorite G10s from Artisan. Same color here in the Tala. And we'll talk about the Tala at another time. But this old sword signing out from this fun review. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Thank you.